news today. Amid signs of moderate progress in Syria peace talks,
shocked Palestinian society.
Demonstrators refused to leave the barricades, saying
whatever
you can see they're covering themselves with
victims of flight MH17.
recount the horrors they saw.
Mohammed, what's the driver saying?
His house was bombed just now.
Let's go there. We're going to the apartment building of the taxi driver because he just got a phone call saying that it had been damaged in some way. And so I think this is worth us going to have a look at. Now I got, I think, a total of 3 hours sleep in the last 24 hours, so I'm not operating very sharp. So I'm running on, you know, like power saving mode, you know. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. يا شباب. Wow, this is a house which has just been targeted.
Where?
Ask him where we are right now. House. Well, we were on our way to Middle Gaza, and the taxi driver that we were using to traverse south, to go to the south of the Gaza Strip, basically got a phone call saying his home, or the building in which he lives, has been destroyed. This is what's left of it.
هذه كمان شنطة بقول هذه كمان شنطة يا ابو جو هوية امشي عليها والسيارة
Okay. وين الانفاق اللي هنا موجوده؟ They say that there is no tunnels here. There is no tunnels. وين الصواريخ الموجودة اللي انا بدور عليها؟
واحد دقيقة. Okay, make sure that you're not in the photograph, okay?
هذا بيت عمارة بتاع واحد. عمارة إنسان بيقول لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
There are lots of rockets here.
لا. فيش لا روكت. قول لليهود وللعالم كله هذا ما فيش روكت وما فيش انفاق. هذول كلاب اليهود بيفرقونا وطلس في اليهود هيا في اليهود. وكل من معاهم كلهم احنا مع المقاومه كل من معاهم هيا فيهم هيا قول لكم رئيس الجمهوريه هذا فيكم وكل من معاكم مع الناس
When did this happen and what exactly has happened? Can you describe it?
بلغونا اتصلوا علينا اليهود نخل البيت ومسافة ما أخلينا البيت قاموا بقصفه.
Now, can he take us to Deir al-Balah?
You.
Max в другой одежде сидит. Okay, now we're going to have breakfast and we're going to see what we can do today. Yeah, we're just going to get quick breakfast because the place where we're staying at, it's not supposed to receive gas yet because it's closed. But these guys are our friends, and so they just were so kind to allow us to stay here. Actually, for one night, but it ended up, with 5, at least 6 now. So we're going to get quick breakfast, and then we took everything with us in case something happens.
It is nervous.
We'll think to cross into Ukraine today again to film. There is a refugee camp here nearby, so maybe we'll go over there. But just in case, we also took all devices to make lives in case of any breaking news. So we actually took everything. Our rooms are almost empty now. Надо снимать фильм.
Подай сразу к нему.
Вот тебе.
Уксус.
А где уксус?
Рюмка уксуса.
Это сюда.
И Михаил не подводил.
Михаил вкус. We just now got a call from the chief of regional border control. He told us that there was a huge group of, like more than 300, 400 something, Ukrainian soldiers and officers. They crossed into Russia last night. They were escaping from the fighting or something like this, or maybe they defected, we don't know yet. And they are now on the Russian territory somewhere, so not far from where we are apparently. So we're now just hoping that he's going to call. He's a very good guy, so he will definitely call back. But we hope that we will be able to meet these guys, to interview them, because, of course now people will say that, we'll interpret this information like the way they need it, but we need to know exactly what happened and what are the reasons, or what is the motivation behind this move, Короче, забирайте свою камеру, у меня дофига тут места.
У меня дофига места, забирайте камеру.
Занимает она.
Там как последний, да?
Там зелененькая машина сидит.
Товарищ
Василий Николаевич?
Он там, да. Ждет нас.
Но он позвонил, сказал, чтобы мы это... Мы говорим,
I'm good, how are you?
А? Здравствуйте. Вы Василий Николаевич? Да, здрасте. Я Мария. Очень приятно. У нас просто через 12 минут прямое включение, а потом мы можем идти.
Я не против.
А?
Мы же не участвуем. Алло.
Не, они-то с нашим флагом ходят везде.
So they don't know what's going to happen with 400 people, the soldiers, the Ukrainian soldiers? I mean, are they going to stay in Russia or are they going to go?
No, 180 of them. 180, yeah, they already...
180, they
already
wanted to go back.
Yeah,
Say they wanted to
no,
go
they
back.
already provided them with transportation. They're now being brought to this, another border checkpoint.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
and
the
others
rest
will
of
be.
them,
They will be staying here.
So Russia's going to take them?
Yeah, they're going to stay. They're going to be staying here in this refugee.
The refugee camp.
Yes.
So Russia's going to take them.
Yes. No, because they asked for asylum.
Refuge. Yeah.
Yeah, refugee status, something. Now, of course, we want to meet these guys. Some of them. So as you maybe heard, they're divided now. So some of them are on their way, and it's far from here. It's like 300 kilometers away. But forget about these guys. They're on their way to Kiev. So not sure they will want to talk to us. But others are staying here, and this, as far as I understand. Мы готовы, да. Кстати, Николаевич, а они, значит, здесь, да, получается, остальные?
Далее.
Хорошо, ну все. И они там, да? Ну все, тогда поедем. Okay. Yeah, the guys are over there, just,
У вас какая машина?
У нас Макс.
Я вижу.
Вот, на котором мы приехали.
Так,
вот, да.
А еще? Рено. Ну все, а флай пусть остается.
Да.
Хорошо. Yeah, not the first part of tanks, but the second, furthest.
Exactly over there.
Only in Gaza do taxi drivers' houses get blown up when you're sitting next to them. It's just insane. Basically, we just picked up the driver to go and get the cameraman. Cameraman was half an hour late. 5 minutes after leaving hospital, taxi driver got a phone call saying your home's been blown up, and he's driving us to our destination as if nothing happened. Well, I hope that my cameraman is photographing this massive bellowing smoke here. I just hope to God that my cameraman is getting this. We're seeing ambulances coming towards North Gaza now, on the other side of the road. Over here, over here, over here. Sorry to cut you off, but it's not safe for us to be so close to a target here. If we're in the middle of the road, then we're safer, okay, than going next to someone's home. Are we in a press-marked vehicle? Okay, stop the car. Stop. Move the car like this, so he can shoot out like this.
Like this?
Exactly. Exactly. Oh no, follow the ambulance. Cancel that, follow the ambulance. Yalla, yalla, yalla. Yalla, 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 yalla. This is the way to do it. I want him to be maximum 10 meters behind the ambulance. Do you know what? We're quite far behind the ambulance right now. And this now is not near the border with Israel, right? This is central Gaza. We're heading south, but we're laterally central. We're catching up with the ambulance. This taxi driver is pretty amazing, actually. I think he's going to go into Formula One career next week. This happened to someone in the UK that his home was destroyed. He wouldn't be able to walk, let alone drive a taxi so acutely through like chicanes. This is just insane. I'm just tweeting. Right now to the east and the area we've been in to the south, to the central area, there are strikes taking place, evidently from the smoke. Oh wow, these people have just evacuated their home. Stop the car, stop the car, stop the car. Turn the car around, turn the car around. Tell him that we're... Habibi, Habibi. Let's interview these civilians walking. Can you please tell everyone what I just said, so it's clear to everyone? If we go ahead of them, if we just park the car here, Hona, Hona, Hona. Stop, 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 Hona.
وقف 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 They don't want to cooperate.
Yeah, but just ask one of the women where they come from or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that made me jump. I need to speak to someone, Mohammed, okay? Didn't happen if you can't speak to someone. Dude, we didn't speak to anyone.
No, they don't want anyone. They were very also offended.
Yeah, but did these...
They don't want to.
Okay, okay.
They were going to hit Sam, literally.
Let's just go. Let's go, we're wasting time here. There's nothing here now. Wow, that's a rocket being fired. Did you actually get to ask them any information at all?
Yes, and
so what happened?
Were very not cooperative. They were very offended, like I'm asking them to do something shame, you know.
It's weird. I don't understand that. You're going to have to explain that to me. I think so far we're not getting what we need by any stretch of the imagination, and there are various reasons for that. But we'll come away with something, even though it's not what we set out to get. I think it's safe for us to be here. If it's not safe for us to be here effectively, then it would have been an anomaly. I want to do this work. If I end up getting killed doing this work, I'm kind of okay with that. At least I tried my best and I didn't shy away from something. And I've been objective in my risk assessment.
The driver, should I tell him that he is going with you or inviting him for iftar?
Yeah, and let's eat with the driver then, because he doesn't actually have any home to go to. And we need to drop you off first. Let's get some food. After you. This guy, our taxi driver, who just took us to Middle Gaza and back again, he had his home destroyed in the last few hours, and he got the telephone call telling him about it while we were with him, as far as we know. And the translator, the fixer, and the camera guy are gone off to have their dinner. So, seeing as the taxi driver actually doesn't have a home anymore, and we're going to be working together tonight, we're all going to eat together. Problem is that we can't communicate because we don't have a translator or a fixer.
Не знаю, все хорошо. Мы едем, вон они в тех палатках, не в этих, а в следующих. Потому что я договорилась с этим, и потом они чуть позже тоже с ним договорились. В общем, как бы они только ждали нас, то есть, и мы такие, знаешь. Почему ты повторяешь за мной? Ну, слушайте, ребят, нам нужно сделать из этого сюжет, не просто синхроны. Нам нужны синхроны на сегодня, чтобы они там лайв вставить. И при этом еще сделать сюжет на завтра. И тогда вообще будет круто. Мы на завтра сделаем сюжет, тот сюжет у нас уже есть. Да нет, какие тайны? Просто мы двигаемся в своем ритме. Это очень... Ага, закрыл, я открыл. Без машины, да? Ну, ты знаешь.
Пойдемте.
Нет, все-таки я думаю, Василий Николаевич, что... А? Конечно, ждать. Да.
Здесь.
Максим уже ждать нас.
Если будут стрелять, падай в кусты. Максим, не бросай нас.
Нет, ну правда, как-то так взяли это. Блин, что за люди? They're so young. Look at them. Да, мы готовы. We are ready. Yeah, let's go film this guy.
Да, у меня иногда украинские слова могут проскочить.
Вот сюда, пожалуйста.
It's interesting to see how the Russian authorities are building all these campsites just for the Ukrainian soldiers that are crossing the border. Like, honestly, I wasn't really believing that this was happening, but when I saw the Ukrainian soldiers and I got to talk to them, wow. Like, you know, this is one of the stories that most mainstream media won't show, and I'm just happy to be here. And as you can see, it's only Masha and me here in this campsite right now, so I'm happy with that.
The officer of Ukraine State Army.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Speak English?
I don't speak English during 6 years. I forgot about it. But now I'm.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 28 years old.
28 years old.
Yes.
Very young. So yeah, good luck. Thank you very much. Yeah, the guy is a doctor, and he told me that there were many injured, many killed, but he doesn't know the amount. But yeah, that was the most complete talk, because those guys are so down. Like, apparently he was not on the front line, you know, he was just in a hospital or something. So he has a weapon, he has a right to use this weapon, but he's a doctor, first of all. So there's only one way to resolve this conflict, by dialogue. There's no any other way. If we don't talk, if they don't talk, he said, like those responsible, those in charge, it will never end. It can't like end by itself. This is what he said.
Серафима. Маш, привет. Давай, левее, Маш, левее.
Ну, спроси, взял бы, сказал, она записывает стендап и все. Че, может, она что-то важное хочет?
Еще.
Our top story. Over 400 Ukrainian troops have crossed the Russian border, appealing for sanctuary. It's the largest number of Ukrainian military personnel to lay down arms and enter Russia. But it's not the first time. RT's Maria Finoshna is at the checkpoint where the soldiers arrived.
On Sunday night, 438 Ukrainian military laid down their arms and crossed into Russia through Gukovo border checkpoint, looking for a shelter here. 180 of them have already gone back home, but 250 are still here in this tent camp in Russia's Rostov region. It was set up specially to embrace them. We were able to speak to some soldiers and officers here, and this is what they say about what happened and why.
We were encircled. We had no way out. So to keep the manpower safe, our commanders decided to escape to Russia. I think for no clear reason the Ukrainian population is destroying itself. Because on both sides, we and they are the same people. The authorities might know, and we're just doing it.
We already hear reaction from officials in Kiev. They kind of justify their military's behavior, saying they were under shelling for a month, they were running out of ammunition and weapons, and they practically didn't have other choice, and the commanders took this decision to save the boys' lives. Some of them were explaining it, saying that they do not want to fight against their own people in eastern Ukraine. As you know, large-scale military operation, or how Kiev calls it, anti-terror operation in this part of the country still continues. Others were complaining about a very bad situation in the army and lack of ammunition, weapons and training. Maria Finoshna, RT from Rostov region. Easiest stand-up ever, huh? И вы были окружены? This guy tells me that they spent 1 month under shelling and they were surrounded. I was like, why everybody's so down? Well, I understand, but why so down? He's like, it's been an enormous pressure, psychological pressure, you know. 1 month under shelling, and you can't do anything. You can't respond. You can't protect yourself.
Коллеги, у нас сейчас есть военнослужащие, которые готовы к нам выйти, поэтому давайте мы встанем. Сейчас мы подойдем.
These are journalists. They were just brought here by Ministry of Defense from Moscow. We are, just for you to understand, like 1,000 kilometers away from Moscow. So they really like took a plane and like flew here to cover this incident. You know, because this, yeah, that's the biggest. What I want to say. Yeah, because this tent camp was especially, you know, built for these guys. So it was not here just this morning. So they made it specially for these guys to provide them with all the necessary. And of course, since it's a big news, all journalists wanted to cover it, and Defense Ministry was like, okay, let's take journalists there. So, but we already done. I'm happy that I finally got an opportunity to talk to Ukrainian military. That was for the first time, you know, in months of, you know, of our coverage of Ukrainian crisis.